Hello and welcome back. Today we're looking at my latest purchase, which is a JCPenney 6240A 23 channel CB with sideband. I picked this up on eBay for $20, and luckily the seller only lived about 100 miles away, so shipping was only $15. This is a beast. I had no idea of the size of this. It weighs around 9 pounds. So shipping could have killed me if this was from across the country. So I lucked out on that. It's very clean. The seller said that it did work, but unfortunately when I powered it on, it does not work. It does not receive and does not transmit. Now I was going to send it back, but I think I might make this one of my next projects and see if I can get inside and get this thing working again. Now what made me decide to keep this is it comes with the original box. And when I looked at it to buy it on eBay, it didn't look like it came with even power cords. He didn't show that. He was a first-time seller. But I really lucked out on this. It has the original owner's manual, as you can see here. It came with a FCC card, transmitter identification card. Came with the warranty, full 90-day warranty. And it also came out with the warranty registration card. And another added bonus was it came with the AC power cord, and it also came with the 12-volt power cord. And how these worked on the connections here, if you look at the top up here, that's for the AC. They're spread slightly farther apart, so I guess you can't force it in backwards and blow out the diodes inside of it. And then when you go to 12 volt, okay, the top two are the only active ones and the bottom two are dead. And when you plug in the 12 volt, the middle plugs supply the power. I don't know if you can see it here. There we go. Then you have a nice little stand. And if you look on the faceplate here, on the controls, it has the sideband control, the fine tuning, which I'm guessing is going to be the clarifier, volume control, squelch, automatic noise leveler, PACB, and of course where you plug in the microphone. As we look at the back, you can see where you plug in the power cord. And then we also have a PA speaker and headphones. And looking at those jacks, this is from the mid-70s. So you can see the jack connections are old school, not the more modern speaker connection. All right, we have it hooked up to my 12-volt power supply. I did try the 120, but it did turn on with that, but I was a little nervous with the age of this thing. I think this thing sat in a box probably since the late 70s or 80s. So let's go ahead and turn it on. And as you can see, you hear the speaker crackle, but you don't hear anything. We have volume all the way. If you turn the squelch, you can hear a little pop on the speaker, but no reception on this. So I'm not quite sure. If we transmit, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. One of the things I like when you transmit, the indicator changes color. Test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. But sadly, as you can see, there is no activity on transmit or receive. All right, here we have it opened up. It's kind of cool, the connections. It's similar to another JCPenney radio I have, whereas the wires that go into the board are plugged in, not soldered. So I think that's going to help me when I test things. It'll make it easier. But this thing is just massive inside. I mean, look at the size of that capacitor by the power supply. And then we have some more in here. I also noticed when I keyed it, I heard a clicking, so it has a relay in it right here. And I think the first thing I'm going to do is I ordered the SAM CB book, and I'm going to replace all the capacitors. I don't know if you can see this one capacitor in here, down here, but you can see it's leaking on the top here. And I did not realize this. I Googled leaky capacitor on the top, and I guess it has these little holes in here to relieve pressure. I did not know that. But I'm assuming, I mean, these are very old, and I'm not sure if that could have anything to do with transmit and receive, but I'm going to start there. So once I get the SAM's book, I'm going to look these up and order these. So we'll go through this. Looks like I'm going to have to take a few things apart to be able to get to some of these capacitors. And I order my capacitors from DigiKey, and I think this capacitor right here is obsolete, so I'm going to have to look around and see if I can find another supplier on that. I only use top quality capacitors. I don't order off of Amazon or eBay because they're pretty cheap capacitors. And usually, from what I've read, you buy the cheap ones, they don't last very long. People that have installed those, they go out after a few years. I like to try to replace them with equal or better capacitors that were in the original ones, and then I'll never have to worry about it again. Thanks for watching. I'm going to keep you updated on the progress, and once my capacitors come in, I think I'll create another short video on after I replace them, and we'll turn it on and see what happens then. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.